The clock is ticking on Joe Biden, and he is running a 2-minute offense like the veteran quarterback that he is. Biden is using every opportunity he has to accomplish a dual agenda in his remaining days. To stick it to Trump and to shore up democracy and democratic institutions before the coming tidal wave of fascist oligarchy rule. I'm going to get into the details of what Joe Biden has done in just a minute. But first, take a quick look at how Biden is using every opportunity he has to protect democracy. Here is Biden saying farewell as Commander-in-Chief to the U.S. military.
Let me close with a final request. I say it not as your president or commander-in-chief, I say it as a man who spent 50 years of his life serving his country in a different way. Remember your oath. My son, Major Bo Biden, used to call it home base. That's a set of principles of values that give you light in darkness, that guide you. Our commitment to honor, to integrity, to unity, to protecting and defending not a person or a party or a place, but an idea.
Nobody, but nobody could miss what Biden is saying here. A maniac intent on destroying democracy is about to take over as commander-in-chief. And you military need to remember that your oath is to the Constitution and not to Donald Trump. Your job is to protect this country from him, not to do his bidding. And that's just a speech. Meanwhile, back in the office, Biden is busy hammering things down so that the barbarians at the gate can't come in and take the silverware. And there's more than good reason for Biden signing executive orders and a number of other official actions. Republicans are already showing that they are still fundamentally unwilling and unable to govern. They only want to hold and abuse power. Here is the hayseed in chief, James Comer.
The Justice Department could say, okay, you've been pardoned from 2014 to today. Well, let's look at 2013, just 2013, 2012, 2013. We know he did stuff then. We just didn't get the bank records. We didn't talk about it in the book or the report because we didn't have the evidence. The Justice Cabinet could get that. I mean, if they want to set an example out of Hunter Biden, they can do it. But, at the end of the day, I would bring Joe in. No one has ever questioned Joe Biden about this.
There are several questions facing America as we enter the Trump regime. And one of them has to be, is James Comer the single biggest tool to ever walk the halls of Congress or what? Here he is bragging about how he's going to continue to harass Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, even as he slips up that he has no evidence. Is it any wonder that Biden is going around throwing up brick walls wherever he can? The Washington Post is reporting that Biden is working fast and furious to nail it to Trump in ways that Trump can't undo. It's clear, given Biden's actions, that he believes Trump is a unique threat to American democracy. Their report states that Biden has designated national monuments in California and removed Cuba from the list of state-sponsored terrorism. He's blocked a Japanese company's takeover of U.S. Steel and extended temporary protected status to nearly 1 million immigrants. He's commuted the sentences of nearly everyone who was on federal death row, and he's granted to his son Hunter a sweeping pardon. And that's not all. In recent days, Biden's administration has canceled student loans for 150,000 borrowers and approved unprecedented new export controls on computer chips and other technology crucial to advanced artificial intelligence projects. But he's not just sticking it to Trump. He's also smacking Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy right across the face by giving out pay raises. As the Post reports, the incoming Trump administration will find what may be an unwelcome surprise on Tuesday when a new rule becomes legally effective, giving a 12% pay raise to about 14,500 blue-collar employees who serve at 3 Army depots and some Veteran Affairs facilities. The raise, authorized by the Office of Personnel Management in October, will appear as a final rule in the Federal Register on January 21st. meaning the incoming Trump administration will have to pay for it at a cost of $150 million a year. Ouch! Talk about sticking it to the man. Well, here's what CNN had to say about Biden's recent activity.
The question is one that gets exactly to the agreement or non-agreement on how well they have worked together when it comes to the Israel-Hamas hostage and ceasefire deal. Biden sitting down in this final interview that he did just last night, and Trump sitting down for a radio interview. They're just like at odds on who should get the credit now. Look at this.
I told him what I was doing, what I thought could happen. But what we did, we brought in the people, or going to be his national security people. We brought them in closer to tell them what was happening as we hand this off.
It was so ungracious of Biden to say, oh, he did it. He didn't do anything. If I didn't do this, if we didn't get involved, the hostages would never be out. They would have never come out.
And that is final proof of what Biden has accomplished. If Trump is raving and taking credit, then you know for sure that Biden succeeded. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.